Hello my friends, welcome almost 108,000 light workers, wanderers and star seeds to this beautiful channeling session. Today I have channeled the Pleiadians to ask about very interesting questions primarily related with is the understanding of energy that we have on our planet correct, and how can we change our past? And this has been explained in the session. Also, they have explained that it is now game over for the negative entities who are service to self, and why that is has been explained in the session. Also, they have explained to us this interesting question which was related with where do souls go after they cross over? Do they go to the same location? Or do they go to different locations, has been revealed in this session, which is absolutely amazing and mind-blowing, and it opened my eyes to a new level of understanding. My friends, before the session begins, I want to say a big thank you to all of you who have joined on the Patreon, wherein I have released almost 400 plus censored sessions which I cannot share on YouTube, and we also have a meditation coming up on the 28th. I thank you all for joining over there so we can meditate together. And also I want to say a big thank you to all of you for liking this video, because it is a service to others, and if you like this video, the universe will like you back in some way, shape or form. With that being said, enjoy the session my friends.
We are the Pleiadians now, in communication through this instrument's internal vibratory patterns and rhythms at this time, or the human collective social memory complex to understand and delve deeply within the realms of understanding of conscious creation and the understanding of the unity of the self within the infinite design of the one infinite creator. We the Pleiadians have a simple message to share at this time before we address any of the queries found in the mind complex of this instrument, and that message is the dawning of the new age related with ascension into the fourth density has now taken a step forwards, as there are many divergent timelines occurring. There are cosmic universal laws which have been placed and are now enforced in the galactic system of the Earth planetary sphere, which allows for the vibrations of service to others to prevail over any other vibratory law of the operation of the universal complex. In this regard, we must state that the best way to activate the cosmic law of entering into the fourth density consciousness is through the pathway of service to others, and also the highest law in the current sector of the universal complex is now the service to others, which is able to override any other cosmic law in the Earth planetary sphere. This primarily means that any entity who practices service to others will be directly in touch with the highest cosmic creative energy, which is that portion which can indeed create the outside illusion complex as desired, and the highest cosmic creation is indeed found, which primarily allows for the cosmic gateway and the energetic frequencies of light and love to begin in the Earth planets. Therefore, we the Pleiadians must state that indeed this process is vitally important for all entities to understand in this timeline, and we the Pleiadians must now answer the queries stating that, firstly, this is the end of the old age, and the entities who practiced only service to self were able to continue up to this point. However, from now on, with this cosmic law. In order, those entities who are only service to self will find it extremely difficult to progress in the Earth planet, as well as the energetic frequencies will be of extremely challenging nature to these entities. Therefore, those entities who are only looking to work and to assist the self will find it extremely difficult to progress, since the infinite intelligence energy will begin to block their progression in this timeline, and hence we can say now on it is game over for those service to self entities in this Earth planet. Furthermore, we shall now address the query related with, is the human understanding of your planetary sphere related with energy correct? And is it possible to change the past? We the Pleiadians must state that firstly, the concept of energy, as known by your people, is a primary challenging aspect which cannot be fully addressed using the vibratory sound complexes of your planets. However, we shall give our best in this understanding, wherein the human energetic frequencies are often referred as those pulsations which primarily are seen to occur through layers of consciousness, which are usually signified by electrical energetic vibrations. We must state that this is primarily not the true definition of energy. The energetic frequency primarily exists in a realm that is not localized in the 3 dimensions as known to your people, but it is seen as a multi-dimensional force which is permeating into the Earth consciousness, and using this energetic frequency, the infinite intelligence of the one infinite creator uses such energetic potentials for the purpose of the creation of certain dynamics which are here working in the Earth planet. From the moments of your incarnation, many are already immersed in a particular energetic frequency, which is the energetic frequency that primarily is in resonance with the planet's grids, which is able to sustain a energetic frequency of similar nature. Through this quality, there is but a sense of similarity in each entity's incarnation in the Earth planet, since a similar energetic vibration is that which can allow for a room for such types of incarnation to occur. Furthermore, the aspects of realizing that, firstly, in order to understand this energy, we must give a simple example, and that is the example of the energetic frequency that is within your cells. We must state that indeed the people of your planet who primarily research on these aspects of the functioning of the cellular objects found inside your bodily complexes find it difficult to replicate the workings of the cellular aspects, and indeed it is true that none of your human entities have worked in creating a single working cell, since there is an internal energy which operates inside all cells, which is the intelligent infinity energetic frequency that is able to work with like a so-called program or a energetic frequency which knows the types of distortions required for the harboring or the ability to keep the cells alive. This primarily means that this energetic vibration is everywhere and all around you, which is the equivalent of the infinite intelligent energy of the one infinite creator, which sustains all life forms and allows for all workings of cells and other attributes in the Earth planets. Furthermore, we must state that in this timeline, the second portion of the query related with the aspects of changing of the past timeline, we must state indeed it is possible. However, this can be done by primarily shifting the energetic frequencies associated with the past incarnational actions which might have occurred, since the past actions are recorded in the Akashic records, which facilitates as a energetic memory of the type of actions taken, and many a times these energetic frequencies provide for the energy to be transported into the crystalline grids wherein human consciousness begins to form a polarization and the understanding of the sense of self. We must state that in order to change the past experiences or the memory, the energetic frequency associated with a past memory can be changed by using thought forms of imagination and by using the aspects of the unconsciousness to hold a memory in the mind's complex different than that which occurred, and the sensing of the energetic frequency along with the emotions primarily is the pathway of changing the past experiences in this time. The other query relates with where and to which density does a soul go to in between incarnational rhythms and cycles. We must state that a spiritual complex or an entity after crossing over primarily as per its density level of consciousness goes to the level which corresponds to its spiritual evolution as per the density level of consciousness, which primarily is that focus of alignment within the vibratory systems of the sense of self, as many of the human entities cross over in the third density incarnational rhythm. The entities primarily enter into the astral plane, which is primarily of a similar third density nature, which is also capable of holding a similar type of experience with similar laws. However, in the astral plane of the third density illusion complex, this provides for a different sector of experience than that which is found with less laws, such as the lack of law of gravity and other aspects, such as the ability to sense timelines is present. We must indeed state that the astral plane of a particular density primarily corresponds to the next density of which the entity is aiming towards or heading towards. For example, if an entity in the third density illusion complex is a human entity crossing over, it will be sent to the astral plane with similar qualities that of the fourth density, wherein it will have the opportunity to either exist in a bodily complex or a light body type of experience in the astral realm, which will allow it to understand the essence of unity and love in the timeline. Furthermore, we must state that also during these timelines, the entity is also able to experience a greater level of understanding about the life review process, which happens at the same time as the entry into the astral realm. The other portion of the query relates with to all souls go to the same density. We must state that in the timeline, the entities must realize firstly that all souls do not go to the same density level, as the progression of a soul through densities is based upon their own individualized spiritual evolution and lessons it has learned up to the point. Different spiritual entities may have a different evolutionary journey in their incarnation cycles, and as per their own understanding, they enter into different densities corresponding to their level of density, as we stated before, with a experience in the astral plane similar to the next corresponding density of their experience. Furthermore, we must state that the process of the aspect of spiritual evolution and the journey of souls or spiritual densities through the various densities can be explained simply as the understanding that each soul incarnates into the physical bodily complex of their native vibration on planets such as Earth in order to experience self-awareness and to learn from the catalysts of the third density. The catalysts, which are primarily found, are usually divided as per the level of their density, and each having simple factors of polarizations of learning either service to self or service to others, and after the cessation of an incarnation, each soul enters into the astral plane, having the so-called density level of a +1 level of their native density in the astral realm, wherein they are given the opportunity of soul review. And if a soul is self-aware, it will find the opportunity of choosing the next incarnation, which will allow it to provide the programming of the next incarnational catalysts as well. Throughout this process of entry into the astral realm, each soul is given a type of review or self-reflection in their own spiritual incarnations which they have spent, allowing for a higher level of understanding, and after the certain space-time experiences there are many major cycles which leads to the graduation of a soul, wherein there is opportunity for souls to graduate into the next density, since they have experienced the lessons of their corresponding density to a level or for a timeline, which is enough to gain experiences based on the lessons which they have learned. This is the primary evolution until the spiritual entity reaches the seventh density, wherein it begins to reunite with the one infinite creator. Therefore, we as the Pleiadians now leave you in the light and the love of the one creator. Bye.
Friends, from the session, as per my own understanding, what I learned is I learned simple stuff, like how the human energy concept actually works. I understood that from now on, what the Pleiadians have stated is that it is going to be very difficult for a service to self entity to live on Earth, because we are now shifting towards a new fourth density vibration. I believe we are going more towards the new Earth more and more every day, and they said that it will become difficult for any service to self entity to now use the law of service to self, because now the law of service to others is the primary law which will be in force in our planet. Also, what I learned about energy is that basically I learned that they said that there is an energy, infinite energy of the creator everywhere, and even in our cells there is an infinite energy which knows what to do, which knows which nutrients it needs to take to certain location, what to do with this particular nutrient or whatever. It is like this incredible energy which is everywhere. This is what the Pleiadians said, I believe. And also, what the Pleiadians said is that after crossing over, usually entities, they enter into a astral realm, which has the same laws as that of the next density which the entity will enter into if they graduate. So for example, if a soul, let's just say if a soul is in human form and crosses over, then the soul will experience the astral realm with the same laws as the fourth density, which means that it will experience true love, unity, and it will also experience being in a form of light, It may choose being in the form of light body or a physical body. It will also experience all the timelines. It can see all the timelines like in the fourth density, which is absolutely amazing, and I learned about this stuff. And thank you so much for watching the session. If you want to know about your own soul's journey, your past lives, and your soul evolution, as well as soul name, and any other questions you may have, you can email me. I'll help you out when I get free time. Also, if you want to read the PDF format of the sessions, you can download it for free. The link is on the description, as well as it is available on my website. The link is also on the description. And if you want to read it in a book format, that is also available. The link is on the description. And with that being said, I hope you'll enjoy this session over here. Thank you.